I am rearranging my earrings, so I guess I could come on here and talk. So let's see. A while back, I don't know, last week I think it was, I saw something on Instagram. Somebody had posted about their parent or caregiver giving them religious trauma, and it made me think of my ex-stepmother. And so then, like, something in me, of course, like another aspect of me was like, go look and see if your ex-stepmother has a TikTok. Just because, like, I don't know, just to see. And I looked and I couldn't find one. And then I was like, oh, let's go look on her Facebook. And I don't know, I don't do that much anymore, but I think it was necessary for the trigger, if that makes sense. So I needed to do that to trigger myself. And so I started feeling the pain of all the shit that she put me through as a teenager. And I've never actually been able to feel it like that before, so raw and like not numb, I guess. It's 12:34 on my clock. I don't know, I just felt like I should say that. And so then my chest was hurting, like, because of the emotional pain. And I think maybe the next day, or like just before I was going to sleep, like in 2017, I felt called to start doing Reiki, but I have never done that because I had never done it because I just wasn't like ready for it, or like no confidence in the fact that I could do it or whatever. And so, like, the other day, like, before that, like, last week before all this, my teeth have been hurting, and, like, my higher self was, like, doing Reiki on it, like, and it helped. And so, for like, once, because other times that they hurt, it didn't really work. But I guess it's time now for me to step into that version of me, I guess. And so, I ended up she was like, all right, let's try this on your on your heart chakra, like, let's do this. And so I did, and she just guided me, I mean, my higher self just guided me on what to do, and it like took away the pain. I mean, it took a little bit, like a few minutes, and took away the pain. And I was just like, I don't even know what to think, because literally I would have struggled for like days probably with that pain. And I was just like left with the emotional rawness of it. And I was like, but there's no chest pain. I'm confused. Like, it's throwing me off. And so, I don't know. And, trying to think of anything else. I know. Oh yeah. Saturday, my roommate / best friend went to, hang out with his brothers, because one of his brothers is turning, I'm trying to see which way I'm going to put this. One of his brothers is turning 21 on the 3rd of September, and so they wanted to like go out to drink and stuff. And then he was going to see his son the next day, my roommate was. And so, like, all day Saturday, he didn't talk to me, like, message me or anything. And that was the first time that happened in 5 years. And he didn't mean anything by it. It wasn't malicious or anything. He was just like, well, I didn't want to message you and then get busy and then, like, you not hear from me or whatever. Or, like, I don't know. And I understand where he's coming from. But at first it triggered me. And I was just like, what's going on? And then that's why I wanted to, like, I was like, I gotta sell everything, get the hell out of here. And that's a trauma response for me, because I'm like, oh crap, what's going on? like, what's happening. It's just like, and it took me a while to process it, because I was like, I don't want to process this right now. I don't want to deal with it. So I just kind of pretended like it wasn't happening, that I wasn't upset, but I didn't like react like I would have in the past. So I had to process it a little more, and I've been feeling lonely. Like, I need some in real life friends, but it's hard to make them, and so I just go spend time by myself, but I hadn't been able to for a week because of the fucking heat domes. But that's coming back apparently. But yeah. Wow, that's crazy. That made a lot of space for my earrings. Give me a sec. So yeah, I was like going crazy because I couldn't take walks or anything. And I guess I'll go out here. And so then trying to remember everything. But yeah. Oh, I have to sit down. I was standing up for a while after my shower. Yeah, but anyways, I'm trying to gather my thoughts, really. Yeah, I got triggered, and when I finally got myself to deal with it, I figured out what triggered, like, what it triggered. It was, that my ex, my youngest daughter's dad, when we moved back to his hometown, well, not his hometown, but back to Topeka, he got back into his addiction, and, he would go hang out with friends and party or whatever, and just purposely ignore me even when I was blowing up his phone. And then he still did that after I had my daughter. I had our daughter, and I had a friend that I grew up with who had the same addiction as him, and they all did it together. And she wanted him, and so she would, even though she's married, I mean, not that that matters, it's whatever, but I mean, it does matter, but you know what I mean. But so she would tell him, like, there was one time we were supposed to take a romantic bath together, and instead he went with them to get something, their addiction. And then, like, I went back when I used to, like, make bitchy posts, I guess you could say, but it was like really reactive shit. Like, it was just like back when I would I made a post about being upset, and she told him, even though I put it to where he couldn't see, and so he purposely stayed away and didn't reply to me. So I was triggered about that, and it was like making me like, okay, what's gonna happen? Did I do something wrong? What's going on? And so, like, I had to process that, and I was like, okay, this is my trigger. It's not his responsibility. Also, he didn't, like, my roommate, he didn't do it on purpose. He didn't do it with the same intent my ex did, but this is good to see the growth. I gotta make a new video, but yeah. And I also feel like it was meant to make sure that I detach more, so I'm not so, to make sure, I don't know how to explain it, hold on, let me get another